What's good, chat? Howdy, good night. So we've been streaming for about an hour and a half. This is our second Duel Links stream. We streamed for an hour and a half our first go around. Been playing maybe about a week. And we made it all the way to gold rank so far with my version, with my sick build of Noble Knights. Hello YouTube! What's up, Zodiac? Yeah, talk to YouTube. So, it's running balance. I'm using Yugi Moto, and it's running balance. Balance requires that you have at least 6 of every type of card in your deck. 6, 6, and 6. Pardon me, Jesus. I'm a man of God. I really didn't want to say all that. But if you have at least 6 of each card in your deck, you can start your opening hands with at least 1 monster, 1 spell, 1 trap every single time. And that works out perfectly because normally your starter is either Madrot or Merlin, which gets you to Madrot. Right? These 2 cards essentially act as one and the same. So the deck goes as follows: triple Madrot. This card is going to let you, as long as you have no other monsters on the field. Lone Fire, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say Lone Fire. We'll let you Summoner Monk for another. Noble Knights are here and it's top tier. We'll let you Summoner Monk for another Noble Knight out of your deck as long as you equip this with a Noble Arms card. Once again, you're playing balance, so hopefully you draw one of the only spells in your deck, and all your spells, or at least in my build, all the spells in my build are Noble Knight cards. I don't play Storm. I don't play Cosmic Cyclone or Hatronade because I want to make sure that the spell that I draw is going to be a combo starter. Normally you're going to be going for, we'll go ahead and skip over a few cards, the Boars. Boars is also kind of like Madrot in the way that it doesn't have an effect unless you equipped it. But when Madrot summons a monster from the deck, it destroys a Noble Arms card, then you can re-equip to any Noble Knight on your field, as long as it's Sword and the Stone, and those are the only ones in Duel Links. Sword and Stone, re-equip. Swords outside of Stone, don't equip. Those don't exist in Duel Links right now. So, Boars is going to look through your deck for 3 cards. You're going to reveal 3 Noble Arms cards to your opponent. It's going to randomly select 1 to put into your hand, and 2 go to the graveyard. So you can either load up your graveyard with Noble Arms cards to equip to your kings for later usage, or you can send until Noble Arms are needed once again, 3 of. You have to play at least 2, so that if you want to play at least 3, you want to play all 3, so that if you draw 1, you can still reveal 2 off of Boars to send those cards to the graveyard so that you can use them for extension plays to special summon cards like Brothers, your utility 1 of, that's going to let you recycle your deck and draw more cards. Or your utility 1 of Dristan, which is also going to allow you to pop cards on your opponent's side of the field. So the normal starting combo is Merlin into Madrot, Madrot into any of the equip spells. Normally my favorites to go for are Caliburn or Arfidator. Because if you're going second, Arfidator is going to allow you to get rid of that back row, blow through it. You're going to be able to activate this card 2 times minimum. And Caliburn's going to gain you an additional 1,000 life points for one of the spicy traps that I'm playing in the main deck. I'm sure you guys see it there. If you're new to Duel Links, I'll go ahead and explain it to you. If you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, I'll explain it to you after this. Then you're going to get the Madrot from the Boars from your deck. The Boars is going to get re-equipped with either the Caliburn or the Arfidator. You're either going to pop another back row or gain another 500 life points, activating the effect of Boars afterwards to send your Noble Queen to the graveyard, along with the 2 the 2 until Noble Arms are needed once again. After that, you're going to equip the Gwynethar to the Madrot to make both of the monsters you have on the field level 5. Remember, at this point, you have 2 until Noble Arms are needed once again in your graveyard, along with any possible back row you drew. If you drew a Solemn Scolding, which costs 3,000 life points and negates anything, everything, as long as it's the only set card on your field, the only other 2 cards in your back row should be face-up Noble Arms cards. Maybe a Karma Cut instead, maybe a Raigeki Break instead. Both these cards extremely powerful, solid staples for the deck. On the start of your opponent's turn, you're going to go ahead and summon the Dristan from your deck often until Noble Arms are needed once again. So that when you have to contact or instant rank 4 or rank 5, I should say, when you have to instant rank 5 with a Merlin from your graveyard as its quick effect, the Noble Arms will fall off of your king, or will fall off, and the king will allow them to be re-equipped. Depending on what the board state looks like, you can either re-equip to the king if you want to put a Arfidator, or if you want to put the Galton or the Caliburn back on the king, or what I usually do is you can put one of them because you should only have one unless you drew a second, onto the Driston, and the Driston will pop a face-up card on the field. Hopefully, not itself or a backer of your own, one of your opponent's cards, leading to an interruption during your opponent's turn, and afterwards, leading into another pop off of Sacred King of the Noble Knights, Arturius, right? I'm sorry. Sacred Noble Knight King of Arturius, right? Wrong card. I was showing you guys the rank 4. My extra deck's not technically finished. I would like to get either a Gaga Cowboy or a Gaga Samurai. Don't really have the extra gems right now, but this was a free-to-play / budget build. I only spent money on the starter decks. I haven't bought any gems or bought any packs. I've opened all the packs that I've gotten so far, been playing about a week. So this is what you can get if you grind well enough for a week. I have a Utopia, and I have the Illuminite from the Tinjo or Tejo, however you say his name, from the Tejo event. The extra deck is 2 Sacred Noble Knight of King Arturius. This is the rank 5. It pops monsters, and then it also floats when it dies into a level 4 or higher Noble Knight monster in your graveyard when it's destroyed. I'm sorry, if it's sent from the field to the graveyard. It does not have to be destroyed. You can actually tribute this monster if you would like to. What are the gems? What is that you're saying? Gems as in like jewels. The jewels are what you use to acquire packs, and you gain them from doing the various free-to-play things in the game, including playing ranked games. Illuminite just lets you discard a card from your hand, so that if you're drawing extras of these, or if you draw the queen, you can dump it into the graveyard and then draw an additional card. This also clears up board space if you end up with 3 level 4 monsters on the field, which kind of sucks sometimes. You really want to have the level 5s for the Sacred Noble Knight of King Arturius. The level 4, pretty okay. It doesn't float. It does let you re-equip just like the others, just like the other king. But the cooler thing about this card is that it actually pops back row on non-targeting, depending on the number of Noble Armors equips you control. Not equipped to this card, but that you control. And of course, we have the Utopia, so we may as well throw it in, so that if there's some beefy monster we can't get over for a couple of turns, but it does not have a way to pop monsters, we can buy ourselves 2 turns with this Utopia. That's the end of the deck. Once again, I already mentioned Raigeki Break, discard a card, target a card on the field, destroy it. Kind of the same thing with Karma Cut, except this is only face-up monsters and it banishes it. Really, really good. The other card in the deck that's kind of, I wouldn't say this is a hot take. I think you should play this card. Some people play Storms in this spot instead. Glory of the Noble Knights. This card is really good because it equips from the deck at quick effect speed. So sometimes if you break and you open Driston and one of these, you can still kind of interact with your opponent during their turn. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. The reason why Caliburn is my favorite card in the deck is because turn 1, if you open a Caliburn and the traditional combo, you're going to end up with 5,000 life points. Then you can activate Solemn Scolding at least once, and if you keep Caliburn in rotation, you're going to get another 1,000 life points during the next turn, maybe even 1,500, allowing you to actually respond and activate the second one. It's possible that you can actually gain more than 3,000, 4,000 life points with Caliburn, because technically you can activate it 3 times per turn if you exceed, and that's going to really let you just roll through these negations. And there's not really, this deck isn't really a negation deck, it's more of a interruption / pop deck. So it's not going to, on a normal basis, it's not going to really have any way to negate things from the opponent. So I decided to try out Solemn Scoldings and a full 30 card build instead of the 28, 27 card builds that I've been seeing with balance. And it's been working out well for me. Like I said, undefeated, 31 win streak, 32 win streak. I don't remember exactly, one of those two, with Noble Knights, free to play, other than buying the 3 decks, spent $10 on the game, get started with Duel Links. I'm having a lot of fun, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to see more of my content, I'm going to be doing more Duel Links content, not just Soul Calibur and Tekken like I've been doing. Please feel free to drop me a subscription. If not, comment down below maybe what deck you guys want to see me try to build, free-to-play version, and keep going through. Maybe I won't be doing ranked with it, but I'll try casual ladder, some gameplay of it. You guys have a good night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.